That was too quick, so you guys get one more. Bear with me. All right, that's better. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to a impromptu Monday Night Live show. Uh, we're talking all Heroes Con. This whole hour and a half that you are going to be joining us. We're talking Heroes Con. My first time, the guys below me's first time, not his first time. This always goes backwards. But my name's my name is Chinmo, guys. Appreciate you guys coming on here. Appreciate everybody tuning in. I'm just going to go around the horn. DJ LINX, welcome, my friend. Welcome.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for the invitation. I'm happy to talk about Heroes Con. This is going to be my third year there, second time set up with Comics Curing Cancer, and I'm excited. You guys are in for a treat. Like, people think I'm exaggerating when I say this is the best of the big cons, even though it's a smaller con, but it's still a big con. You guys don't know what to expect. It's amazing. Like,
hell yeah! Oh, I'm so excited. I can't wait. And right below me, we got Mike, Lunch Money Comics. Welcome, man.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Impromptu, a little under the weather, but I'm shaking this off so that I'm fresh as a daisy for this weekend. Hopefully it doesn't kill me, but yeah, ready to go. I'm excited. I've heard only amazing things about this show.
Hell yeah. Awesome.
Let's go.
And coming from up north, coming down south soon, we got Ryan, Colossus Collector. What's going on, man? Welcome back to the channel.
Thanks for having me. Like these guys, I'm super excited for this weekend. We've had this kind of plan to go to for the last year, ever since basically right after Terrificon last year. We're like, okay, what are we going to next year? And Heroes was top of the list. So yeah, I'm pumped.
Hell yeah. No, I can't wait. Literally for years, everybody's like, oh, you got to go to Heroes and like Baltimore. Those are like the comic shows.
Mm-hmm.
And we were talking a little bit backstage, DJ LINX and me, and we were saying that it's usually on like Father's Day weekend, which always kind of threw things around for me. Not this year. Everything worked out. So I'm happily, I say it now until I'm in the car, I'm taking a happy 14-hour drive down. Cannot wait. This is my first time. I'm pumped. I mean, I've been doing cons for like 15 years now, give or take. And I've never been, and I've always wanted to go. So I can't, I'm afraid for my wallet, excited for everything else. Like, I can't wait. But TJ LINX, you said, so this is your second time setting up, third time going?
Yeah, second time setting up, third time going. First time, I didn't know what to expect. Mark, Legion of Comics, always spoke about it. He's been going for years, and he was like, "Dude, you got to come down." So, we all met one year at C2E2 in Chicago, and then we was like, "All right, cool." But like, North Carolina is kind of like a central location with our little core group, and we went, and I was just blown away. It's legit comics and art. Who knew that would be amazing? Like,
what else could you ask for? Am I right?
Yeah. Comics and art. Yeah.
Oh man, I'm so excited for this. I have a feeling just how the pre-show has gone for me already, that it's probably gonna end up being a little bit more art than books, which I'm perfectly okay with. But I'm pumped. You know what? It's the beginning of the show. I kind of want to talk about something important because we talked about you setting up. You are set up with do you prefer, is it C3 or Comics Curing Cancer? I know you guys do both. Is there either way?
Yeah, either way. I mean, the full name is Comics Curing Cancer. C3 is the abbreviation. This is our second year set up. Last year we were there. We were selling our art book. Is the first time we try to put together an art book. So we did that last year. We raised a total of like a little shy of $60,000 last year, maybe like $57,000. And that's throughout the whole year. That's just not Heroes Con. So then this year we were like, hey, let's run it back. So we were able to get in early. We have a prime space. The thing that's weird, they reconfigured the space. I think there's a lot more vendors. So before there were like 2 vendors almost to a row. Now there's 3.
Okay.
Yeah. So We'll be there. Like, we have our art book set up. We have a couple of other things that we haven't even announced, and it's gonna be a good time, man. Booth 1766, and it's almost like a central location where people from the community meet because they know us, and you know, anybody could go there and just talk and chill, and that's where you'll see a lot of buzz. Shout out to Buzz Comics, but you see a lot of buzz there at the C3 booth, just because from a camaraderie perspective, that's like the central location.
Hell yeah! Actually, you know what? I have the floor plan right here, so let me just go ahead and share this. Hopefully it comes through just fine. Are you guys able to see this here?
There we go.
Maybe.
Yep.
A little bit here.
Yeah, we're definitely on that somewhere.
So 17. you're on this giant plan. So what? 1766? You said?
Yeah, 1766.
All right. So it looks like main entrance. You know, you come right in here through the doors, and you go right, and it's right over to the right. It looks like.
Yeah, I see it there.
Right up towards between right before Artist Alley, top right corner.
Which is a pretty good location. So
Yeah.
we're there, and then right across from it is Artist Alley. Last year there were a couple of artists. We were right across from John Jang, so that was pretty cool. People were going to his booth, and then he was sending people to our booth, and vice versa. So that was dope.
Hell yeah, that's awesome. And I know there's a chance he might be popping up here, but I will share this as well. The other booth I was shared with, again, shout out to Buzz Comics. Josh from Buzz Comics will also be set up, and he's going to be set up at booth number. He didn't tell me the number, but he highlighted it for me. So it's like almost right when you come into the right. So actually, that whole aisle, guys, is the aisle you want to be going down.
1851, yeah.
So 1851, 1766, they're right there. That's where you want to be at. I will say for Buzz's booth, come on by. I'll have some t-shirts for you. I got a bunch of t-shirts I'm giving away, and stickers, a bunch of other stuff too. So 1766, Comics Curing Cancer. That is the booth to be at. I love it.
Yeah, it's gonna be dope, and it's I think we were almost the same position last year with Buzz. So Buzz was right there, like right around the corner from us.
Yeah, there we go.
So it was pretty cool.
Perfect. Yeah, look at that. Okay, see what happens when I zoom in. You can see it better. There we go. Okay. Yeah. Hell yeah. Just from the floor plan alone, you guys can see, like, as you said, it kind of has been reworked, but this is nuts. I'm going to zoom back out here for you, but the fact that this is literally all just comics and artists is amazing.
So, like, a lot of the comparison I've heard is like, because we always do Terrificon, obviously, and that's just insanely big. But everyone I talk to is like, no, Heroes Con is the same feel, where it's just amazing comics, artists, great, comic creators, but literally 3 times as big. Is what everyone told me. They're like, imagine this, but 3 times bigger. And Terrificon is stupid big as it is. So this kind of gives you an idea of how big it is, but not really. It's a bad representation. I'm guessing we're gonna be there. I'll be shocked, just getting lost in how big this is. So this is not.
I can't wait. Honestly, if you're gonna get lost anywhere, it's the place to do it.
Yeah, that's a fair comparison to Terrificon. I would say it's about 3 times the size of Terrificon,
which is insane.
But that same feel.
Oh my god, this is. Just down around the corner, Artist Alley literally like blankets the whole thing.
Yeah.
It wraps. Or is that wrapping around, or is it just a different spot?
No, it looks like there's 2. Like there's a lower part and then an upper part, right?
Yeah, so you got CGC, JSA, and then it looks like the live art stage, which sounds awesome.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, where people are drawing with the intent to donate that piece of art to the art auction on Saturday night. So, for example, last year, Martin Zavala was there doing his airbrush thing. I was able to capture him and film him doing that, and it was just amazing. So everybody and anybody could do that at the live art stage. You don't have to be like a super professional artist like Martin Zavala. There were like kids there, like donating their drawings just to raise money. But it's super, super dope, especially if you want to grab footage.
Hell yeah. I'm pumped for the art auction on Saturday. Am I going to be able to afford anything? Probably not. But I'm pumped to go hang out, maybe grab a paddle, just, see what happens, Yeah,
it's dope. You definitely want to go in and just for shits and giggles, grab the paddle. Like I got one last year. It was like hilarious.
Nuts. This is, and then literally the whole
one of these out. Like, you get a print floor plans. There's no way, like, in a piece of paper, you're going to read all that stuff. I know it's the digital version. But I'm sure you get like a something in the
I would assume there's probably a list of like, hey,
Right.
this person's at this booth, and I'm
legends.
guessing similar to Terrificon, where there's like aisle numbers and stuff, you know. But yeah, it's just nuts. I can't wait. I'm so excited.
Yeah, the programs will be available. So as soon as you go through that main entrance, the info booth that's right there. There's programs that are just stacked there, so you could grab your programs. I think the people that get like VIP tickets and stuff, which a bunch of the community members are, they get a bag, like a book bag, and inside of that is a program, possibly a T-shirt, and then the badge. But just for people that don't know, the badge doesn't mean anything. The badge is almost like a souvenir. It's your wristband that grants you entrance, not the badge.
Okay, good to know. Look at that. Pro tips right here, guys, from a veteran. Pro tips.
That's what I do.
Awesome. All right, well, we'll come back to this more. I'm gonna just stop that because it's hurting my eyes. But yeah, I mean, the fact that how you just described it like that, with it literally being a sole folk. I mean, I'm sure there's a couple guys with like toys and cards and stuff. It's all legit, but but for the most part, it just being comics and art. I'm so excited. I can't wait.
Yeah, I think, and that fudge, whatever it's called, Crown Fudge, like that's a staple at all Comic Cons. I don't think they're represented there because they want that space for books.
For more books, which I get it. You know what? I understand. That's fair. As tasty as that fudge is, I get it.
That fudge. Yeah.
And then really quick, while I'm sharing screens here, I'm just gonna pop up your Instagram, man, and let you talk about these awesome books that you guys are going to be showing off here.
My Explore page, right?
Yeah, right there. Our personal one? No, wrong one.
No, that's it. No, I was just
joking. Okay, all right. I was just joking. I say not on the explicit, OF one. Yeah.
So that's it, man. Thank you for bringing the Instagram page up. That's the art book. There's a bunch of fantastic artists that are represented within the art book. Adam Fields, Andy Dusso, Austin LeMay. Like, people could see it there. Just donated fantastic art. The cover is done by David Sanchez, who's probably best known for that Tupac cover that he did on Department of Truth. He had a couple of Fame books last year at New York Comic Con with No Mas Comics and Capnom Collectibles. He's done fantastic work. And, when I reached out to him to do this cover, he was like, hell yeah, bro. And he did it. And it came out amazing. Hulk is one of my favorite characters. And then to have that represented in David Sanchez's signature style. His style is mainly portraits done all in pencil, which is amazing. And then he added the purple ribbon to it. So it's a dream come true to work with like a fantastic artist, and then is one of my favorite characters or my favorite character, and then sell it to, raise money for cancer. Everyone is affected by cancer in some way, some form, which kind of sucks. And that's what we do, man. We just raise money for, the American Cancer Society. Every red cent, every dot, everything goes to the American Cancer Society.
Hell yeah. That's awesome. That's fantastic. You know what? I'm going to be there all weekend walking around. I'm going to throw this out there for anybody in the chat that will be there, which it seems to be, a few, which is awesome. If you find first person to find me and ask me for a trivia question that answers it right, I will walk over. I will buy you one of these books, because that's awesome. You got to make it fun too. It's like a Where's Auto. I don't have to be at a booth, guy, so I'm going to be wandering. So we got to have some kind of version of Where's Auto at this place.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, man. And then this other one, it's up in the air right now. It's a maybe. Might be happening. It is happening.
Yeah, it's happening.
Okay.
This is the Crow Dead Time issue number 1. What's dope about this is Big Time Collectibles donated half of this print run. So it's a 300 print run. Big Time Collectibles donated 150 copies so that we could sell them, and that money will give to the American Cancer Society. So big shout out to Big Time Collectibles. This is the second year that they collaborated with us. Last year they donated a Sonic book with a cover by Miko Suwayan, which was pretty dope. The books are getting better. Like, it's hard for a company to just say, all right, here you go, 150 of my books that I paid for. So we salute Big Time Collectibles, man. And they like, Nelson is a friend, and he looks out for us, and he knows what we're doing. We're trying to make a difference, so we appreciate them.
Hell yeah, that's awesome. That's so cool. And great cover too. Great book.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's super,
man. Awesome. I mean, I'm definitely gonna be picking up one for myself. Definitely with that Hulk cover. He killed that Hulk cover.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, if you guys are watching this and you're on there, if you can find me first person to ask for a trivia question that gets it right, I will literally walk over with you to the booth, and I'm gonna buy you a book, a poster, all that fun stuff. You know.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, of course. You kidding me? And also, I just got to shout out this guy right here because I haven't seen him in like over a year, and the fact that I'm going to see him this weekend, pumped. Cannot wait to see a Marvel fan. He moved down to Florida, so now I get to see him when I'm going south. So I'm pumped right now. So other than working the booth and stuff like that, are you guys? I mean, I know Ryan and Mike. I know you guys aren't doing the booth. Neither am I, which I'm very excited about. I just have free reign. Is there anything specific that you guys are like, here, this is like my number one, here's what I need to do. Like I need to meet this person, or I need to get a piece of art from this person, or like I'm looking for this book and like whatever, like I want a book in this grade, I want this raw. Is there like a top hit list for you, if you will?
So a few weeks ago, Ryan did a preview show, right? And you were on it. And at the time, Ryan said, hey, same question. And I was like, I haven't thought about it enough. I've been super busy. I'll come up with a game plan. Here we are days away. I still don't have a game plan. I'm going to have a stressful life up until the moment, probably as I'm getting on the plane. No, I mean, I'm going for the social aspect of this, I'm happy with a lot of my collection. And for me, it's become about the people. I get to see so many people in the community that I love dearly, that are really good friends. I'm treating it as that. It's a way to get away with some people, friends I've had, and make new friends. I know a lot of people in the community, and people have hit me up or going to Heroes, and that just, I get to meet them. So I'm looking at it as a social event and really just gonna check it out, taking the sights. I bought some big books recently too, and spending too much money, so I didn't want to buy anything big. But in addition to seeing everyone and just having a good time, I always get this book signed by as many people as possible. Everyone worked on this book.
Hell yeah.
And I have, I don't know, like 15 signatures. There's at least 5 people that are going to be there. I made my list. I at least did that. I made the list of all the people I want to go to have this signed. And I'm probably going to get some original art. And I think it's going to be one of those, I'm going to look around, see who's there, see who doesn't have a massive line, and just have it be a complete surprise to me. I think that would be really cool. And I remember too, Dave, last year you had that Gambit that you had done.
Yeah. Rubenstein killed it.
Yeah, unbelievable. And it was one of those, like, had I known, had I just on a whim gone over there, Rubenstein, if no one was there, I could have got something. I should have jumped. I should have pounced while the iron was hot. That's what I'm gonna go for. I'm gonna walk around and someone's gonna jump out to me, and that'll be it. And I want to be surprised myself. So that's what I'm going
I love that. I love it. A little mystery to it.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, man. Ryan, I know you've been, because we're in a chat with about 1,200 people, and you threw out that you're looking for a nice thing sketch. Is that what you're looking for? Yeah.
That's one thing. That's a more recent thing. So I just recently got a awesome blank sketch cover, Fantastic Four, but like in the old, like classic Silver Age trade dress.
Okay.
So I'm gonna get somebody to do the Thing smoking a big fat cigar, since I'm a big cigar guy.
Yeah.
But my number one thing, I'm starting a jam piece, and it's gonna be a whole row of different Colossuses through his history, wearing different uniforms or whatever. And my number one target is Art Adams. I want him to do like the key guy right in the middle in a classic Colossus outfit. And so I'm gonna go to him right like first thing Friday morning, line up, hopefully get there before anybody else, and see if he'll do it. And if I get that done, that'll be my number one thing scratched off.
Hell yeah. Are you planning like a full like 11 by 17 thing, or just like
actually a 14 by 22?
Oh,
damn.
And yeah, it's gonna be a piece. But I Art Adams definitely my top guy. I might go if I get it done quickly on the weekend, I might try to get Scott Hanna to do one as well. But there's some other guys at Terrificon I'm going to try later in the year to get on there as well. So yeah, that's gonna, like, if I nail that down, then the rest of the weekend's pretty much just doing a little hunting. I'll probably get a couple other commissions and stuff, but yeah, that's my big thing that I'm trying to get.
That's awesome. I love I don't have an ongoing jam piece, which I probably should start one because it sounds awesome. But I have a couple of books similar to Mike with the Heroes book that I have a Turtles book and a Flash book that I've I think I got like 30 something on the turtles, and I think I'm up to like 15 or so on the flash book that I just go around, get it signed by anybody that's ever worked on it and stuff. And definitely doing that down there too. And it just, to have an ongoing project like that, it's so much fun. It's just like cool. I get to do this. Like I get to add another checklist off of this, and it's fun.
I'm starting an X-Men book like that and I'm going to try and get a bunch of people, like basically anybody who worked on X-Men signing that as well. So
that's what I did with. I took a Flash 750 when they did like the anniversary issue, and I got the blank red cover. I just wanted to have people sign. I wasn't gonna have them do art or anything. And then shout out to Papa No Good, along with No Good Comics, Justin. He was like, "Hey, do you want me to do something on the back of this?" And I was like, "I'm not going to tell you no. So by all means, please." And he did an awesome flash. Now I have like a bunch of signatures around it, and it's just a fun piece to do it with. And I like that idea. There you go. Perfect.
I'll do it all in one color. I haven't figured out what I'm going to do yet. I'd love to do it in yellow, but I got to test out the yellow pen before, because I had inconsistencies using it last year. Otherwise, I'll probably use like gold or silver.
A gold. You know what? I did the same thing on the Flash, because I was like, it's red. Let's do yellow. Joe Giello was the first person to sign it. Yellow did not work out, so he just took a gold and went over.
Yeah,
I was like, I'll take it. That works. Yeah, that's
so
fun.
I'm debating. I might just go gold just to be safe, but we'll see.
There you go. All right, DJ LINX, what about you? When you're not working the booth, helping people out, what are you hunting? Because people can see in your background some of the cool stuff you have, but I mean, you hunt some big books, man, and you hunt well.
Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you. Yeah, I'm not going to top last year. This year, it's funny how Ryan and Mike and you, Chima, were talking about like original art. That's what I'm hearing. A lot of people going after like original art, which is odd. So I'm doing the same thing. So I'm picking up 2 commissions that I had commissioned. Chad Shodel, who's in the art book, as well as Christopher Lockwood. We have a project that we're working on, so I'm picking up something from him. And then other than that, my wife tells me I'm lying, but I'm not really looking for anything. I budgeted myself. I am looking for an art piece at the art auction. So I'm looking.
Okay. So you're gonna use the paddle for real.
It depends. I mean, I'm gonna attempt to use the paddle. I have my budget set, but I'll be drinking, so we never know what's gonna happen.
Dangerous combo.
Yeah, it's such a party atmosphere, man. You get all in it, and then what happens is just like eBay or whatnot, but live in person.
Yeah.
Was there like a live bar at the auction?
Yeah,
like
there's a live bar.
Nice.
I mean,
I feel like your friends could
Now
really
I'm definitely excited.
they know what they're doing though. They're like, hey, if we get people look it up, like they're just be donating left and right. It's great.
Those first
Great
things,
The funny part about the art auction is not like it's like a ragtag auction. It's a guy up there. He's yelling at the crowd. All right, now shut up. We got a book coming up. We got another piece. Shut up. It's Scotty. Like, it's amazing. And then it's a whole different room set up with there's no music though. That's the only thing. But it's like a couple of what do you call that? Like mobile bars. It's amazing. And half of the people are drunk there. But it's just so fun, man. Super fun.
I can't.
Is all the art?
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Ryan.
I was just gonna ask: is all the art just stuff that artists have done as donations, like kind of commission-y kind of pieces, or is it also like published OA and stuff like that?
No, so I want to say 100% of the art is created specifically for the charity auction. So it's created specifically there. There are some people that had a piece, because last year there was a guy that had a piece, and I circled back to get it from him, and he was just like, I just gave it to the art auction, whatever. Dave Akins, shout out to Dave Akins. But for the most of the art auction is all brand new pieces that people do, and they do it on that live drawing stage. Like Scotty Young is always the main event at this thing. This is Scotty Young's con. Like, he's everywhere. And his piece, I think his piece last year went for like 15 grand, which is
I heard about that. It was like the Wolverine Deadpool one.
Yeah. It was nuts. And then I ran into yo, it's so stupid. Whatever. I'm not even gonna go into it.
Oh, come on. You can't set that up. No.
No, I mean, so his piece goes for 15 grand, and then I won a piece. another piece, and then I'm going back to the room to drop the piece off, and then I'm like hammered, and then he's in the elevator, it's him and his wife, and I'm just belligerent drunk, and I was just like, yo, Scotty, how do you feel? 15K. I was super annoying. So he just knows me as the annoying guy that's always drunk.
Oh, that's incredible. Oh, that's so funny.
Well, at least he knows you.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's cool on his own.
That's
Oh, that's so funny. I'm very. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm very excited for Friday night, hanging out with everybody. Kind of the first night. But I can't wait to see what happens with this art auction. I can't wait to see what happens.
Yeah.
Hopefully, you get another great piece, and you're just as drunk. So, makes it a fun night.
I won't let you down.
What are you getting down there Thursday, Jimmo?
I will be down there. I'm leaving here early Wednesday morning, and I will be down there hopefully before midnight on Wednesday. So technically Wednesday night. I'm staying with Buzz. So again, shout out to Buzz. He might be popping on tonight. I'm not positive. But he is putting myself and Noah Broke Boy Comics up for an evening. And I didn't want to put him out all week. So I got a room at the Westin as well, checking out Sunday morning and stuff. And then I will be driving home either Sunday night or early Monday morning, depending on how I feel. But I'll be down there all day Thursday, helping Buzz out with the booth and stuff like that, and getting everything ready, and then just going all out all weekend. I'm kind of in the same boat as you guys. I already focused very heavily on commissions and art.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I was just locked in for 2. Turns out I'm locked in for 5, which is nuts. But I'm excited, mostly because it's already paid for and I don't have to think about it anymore. But I'm hoping I wouldn't mind crossing off a few, I wouldn't say like big books, like, I'm not going to pull a Hulk 1 or anything, but like I would like to cross off some Silver Age Flash, couple, I like those $100 to $200 keys that like I can afford, and put in a couple of Guardians ones I'm still looking for. But who knows? I mean, I said the same thing about like Little Giant and stuff, and then I spent the most I ever had on one book, and it's just like, all right,
never know what's gonna
exactly. I'm nervous for the fact that I feel like by Friday night I'm gonna be like, well, I'm out of cash. So that's my rule. I mean, Mike, we've talked about this. My budget rule is I don't touch that card. I'll use the card for dinner and food and travel. That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
But for books and stuff, if I start using the card, I'm homeless. I'm living with I'll be living in these boxes, Yeah. So that's the golden rule for me. No cash is king. Yeah. Don't touch the plastic.
Yeah, same.
Until
go ahead.
Unless you see that deal. Unless you see the deal on Sunday, because that can happen, right?
It could, but at the same time, I'd be very nervous about it. But I like this because I know a lot of people go to shows like this, a lot of people on Whatnot and eBay, and they go to flip, which is great. It's awesome. When I shop at a con, I shop for me. It's all PC stuff. Don't get me wrong. If I'm at a booth and they got for some reason they got $20, $30, $40 books and dollar bins, sure, I'm absolutely not going to pass that up. But 99.9% of the time when I shop at a con, I'm there for me. It's going into my PC, and that's it's more fun with me. It's more fun for me like that. I don't have to worry about
I've already set up 2 big books. Someone in our community had 2 books that I basically need and want, and we're doing the exchange this weekend, and then basically my big boy books are bought, so it's all just about lining up. Yeah
Okay, are you crossing off?
Okay. I'm crossing off some big books. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Good for you, man. Hell yeah. I actually thought I've talked about this before. I'm not a big slab guy. You see these thousands of books behind me. That's not even what's in the closet. But I have 10 slabs. I don't own a lot of slabs, just not for me. Other than a couple specific books or some Silver Age stuff. But I have 2 books that I'm I kind of want to upgrade them slightly. Not even like big upgrades. Like I don't want to go from like a 2 to like a, you know, like a 7 on like a classic silver age. I don't want to go from like a 4 to a 5. So I might try to do that first. I think I'm gonna bring the slabs with me and just try to, you know, be like, hey, would you take this plus a little bit of cash for the grade I want in that book? Never done it, so I'm kind of excited to possibly test those waters and do it. But then other than that, it's just gonna be hunting down. You know, I'm picking up my art. I got a small stack of books ready to go for signatures and stuff. And then I've been doing this. This has been a new project I've been working on. But I'm a big Star Wars art collector, card collector, and the Star Wars Galaxy cards, like the old original series, it's all original comic artists from like the 90s. So I already have a handful of them signed. I'm hopefully, you know, Brian Stella Freeze, Coley Hamner, you got Jimmy Palmiotti, you got just, so I'll have a stack of these that I'm hopefully going to get signed and add to the collection as well. So that'll be fun. Something, you know, mixing it up a little bit from comics. All right. But, we got Broke Boy. Nope, I lied. He'll be joining us soon. He had a hiccup. Sorry, I'm reading his text message. But, I mean, I don't even know how to phrase this, but it's so the show opens. What is it, like 10 or 11 on Friday? I believe something like that.
I think it might be 11, maybe 10 for the VIPs.
Okay,
I think. Don't quote me on that.
All right.
But it usually opens later for whatever reason on Friday.
I know Terrificon does this. It's like, you know, people getting out of work and stuff. It makes sense, I guess. Yeah. But we just recently, we had Mitch, who runs Terrificon, on, and he kind of always talks about, and it kind of blows my mind because it's really the same thing for this. The actual convention itself, I mean, I can look at them. I bet you it's probably right around like 16, 17 hours of the actual show. And then I bet you the rest is like the social aspect of like what really kind of sticks with you. And I can't wait for that, because of the fact that you, like, when you think about it, it's roughly in a span of 3 to 4 days, but you're only at that show for, if you're even there the whole time, 16, 17 hours. And the rest is just, oh man, what happened? How did I end up there till 3 a.m.? Or how did I end up walking away with like a briefcase of art? Like, where did this come from? You know, pulling a hangover. Like, what happened in the morning? You know? So like, I find that it kind of always hit me ever since I heard that put out to me for like a long con, for a weekend long con. The actual con itself, like, is not that long, which is crazy to me. But it's great because, kind of how Mike was talking, the best aspect of this is the social aspect. I mean, I said it, we're in that chat with about 1,200 people that I've met maybe 5. I can't wait to meet the other like 1,195 of them. So I'm pumped. I get to see some people I haven't seen in a long time. And especially the fact that it's new too, kind of makes it even more exciting. I've driven through North Carolina. I've never been to Charlotte. So, you know, explore the city a little bit. I'm pumped. It's new locale, new con, new friends, old friends. I can't wait. I'm just excited. This is what the show is, guys. Just me saying how excited I am.
I know.
I can't wait.
I was,
you know?
I added I said this last time, I've been everywhere on the East Coast, every state, but I've never been to South Carolina. And Charlotte's right on the border. So I mentioned it, a couple times, and everyone's like, some people like, Sunday, we're going to go have lunch. We're going to grab a burger. We're going to drive or get some barbecue. We're going to drive right over the state line. And I guess there's a couple comic shops like right in South Carolina. I'm like, there you go. So Sunday, I'm mostly be at the show, but I want to make an excursion just to bag the state and hang out with some new people. People haven't hung out with before. So
hell yeah,
I'm easy, man. If anyone says, hey, let's go get some dinner or lunch or something, I'm gonna say yes every time, pretty much. So
Mike's like, I haven't even been on the floor yet. I've been eating for 12 hours straight.
Pretty much.
And look at this guy.
He's over at the NASCAR Hall of Fame.
There you go.
Mike doesn't actually even collect comics. He's just there to eat. Noah.
What's going on, everyone?
Welcome.
What's up?
What's going on? Glad to see all these fine gentlemen on here.
Yeah, pumped you worked out the technical difficulties. Happy to have you on here.
Yeah, took a minute there, but we're running.
Yeah, I've said it before. I'm still upset that your background is no longer caution tape, but I guess that'll do.
A lot of people are, but there's a lot to maintain for a while. I kept falling down. It was only supposed to be temporary.
just peek behind the scenes for everybody listening. If Noah, for some reason, his phone or his laptop dies and he has to plug it in, you're gonna think he's in an abandoned warehouse somewhere. He's not. He's safe. I promise. He's okay.
No, I will not be
Yeah,
dying.
no,
I'm fully charged over here.
but no, we're talking about this is Heroes Con. This is our first time. I know it's your first time. You have the unfortunate pleasure of being stuck in a car with me for a minimum of 12 hours.
Wow.
I'm just gonna be blasting, late 90s, early 2000s emo pop hits. It's just gonna be happening all 12 hours.
Hey, I'm down to rock all the way down there.
Noah, can you do that much Backstreet Boys on the way down?
Oh, I definitely can. Oh, I can.
No, I do. I have a whole playlist. I literally have a 13-hour playlist ready to go.
I got you beat.
So I'm
My biggest
good
playlist.
to go. I have a range though. I got my pop hits. I got my Queen. I got my Beastie Boys. We'll be good to go.
I'll tell you what, that sounds fun. I like driving, but there's something really special about being on like a 2-hour plane ride too. Like there's something nice. Like I know, like I want to get through a movie. I'm like, oh, we're good. We're here.
Yeah, I'm gonna feel that way on Sunday when Noah and I go to
You're
leave.
gonna hate
like,
leaving.
This.
I'm gonna read
sucks.
some comics on my iPad on the way down.
Yeah. Well, at least we'll know what to expect on the way back.
Oh, I'm happy you guys are driving too because I pack really light. That's another way. Not only am I gonna have the cash, I don't want to spend more on the cash. I'm gonna limit my space so I can't buy too much. Problem is that prints and stuff like that, they're gonna be hard, whatever. But I know like some people have made out deals. Hey, can you pick this up for me and bring it back to New England? And I said no, but Dave and Noah can. So
I've had people reach out. I actually, you know what? I have to fun story. I have to pick up a commission piece for Otto from Uncle Al Milgram. Otto, I doubt he's watching this right now, so I'm perfect. He's not getting it. He's, I'm going to hold it hostage. He's going to have to, I'm going to make him work for it. So we're going to see what happens. But no, I have had a few people hit me up saying, hey, would you mind like picking this up for me or like driving this back? And I don't mind at all, as long as it fits in the car.
You're like the friend with the pickup truck when someone has to move. It's going to be you for a comic show.
Exactly. I'm okay with that though. As long as Noah and I can still fit in the car with our stuff, we're good to go. It's a RAV4. It fits a fair amount. But Noah, we were kind of talking about, it's our first times and stuff, other than the veteran over here. I know it's backwards. But what are you looking for? What's your you got a go-to plan? Like, what's the number 1, 2? Like, what are you looking for? Like, what's the big thing for you this trip?
So I do have a handful of books I want to get signed. I'm excited to see Jenny Friesen down there. I haven't even seen her at a convention yet, so I'm excited to get some stuff signed by her. Joshua Middleton's another one I'm excited to go see because again, I haven't seen him at a show either. Same with David Finch. All three of those I haven't seen in the New England yet. So those are all ones I'm trying to get signatures of. And there's one more. Mike Barron. I'm gonna get my Flash #1 signed, Volume 2. So there's that. I'm gonna bring my Batman head sketch project down there. Possibly find another artist to get a head sketch on there. It's we're too deep, so we're hoping to fill that up at this convention and just walk away with either a really cool art piece from the auction because I'm excited for that, or we're gonna walk away with a good book, like a decent book, and probably a handful of other ones. But we'll see what actually happens when we get down there.
Now the question is, because I've seen your Batman jam piece with the Rogues. Are you going in with one you kind of want, like, hey, I'm looking for an artist that can do like an awesome Bane or an awesome like Poison Ivy, or are you just gonna go artist choice?
Yeah, so the point of the project was to be artist choice. So I'm giving it to them. Say, don't tell me what you're doing, but I want a Batman Rogue that is not on this book, and put it, wherever you feel free. And so far we have Mr. Freeze, which is coincidentally my favorite as the first one. And then Jonathan Uribe from King Khan did the Penguin.
Yeah, he killed that Penguin.
Yeah, both of them are sick. So I'm super excited. I'm just excited to see who I get next and what villain they do. So
hell yeah, nice.
We're
all going for the art and jam pieces. I love it. Yeah. Because we kind of. He is here. Okay. Yeah. All right. He's watching. Yeah. Yeah. Well, you know what? It's okay because it's. I think he posted the commission. It's a fun commission. If you haven't seen it, I'm sure he's going to post it again. But it's an auto piece, Yeah, Doc Ock. He had Al Milgrom do Doc Ock as Otto. It's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool piece. But we'll see. We'll see if he actually gets it or not. Who knows? I don't know when the next time I'm going to be in Connecticut is. But okay, so we're going jam pieces. We're going art. I'm all for this. I like it because you have that aspect of. It is like it is the one of one aspect. Like no one else owns that. Do people have similar things? Absolutely, but like you, that is a one of one thing that you're the only one that owns it. That is special to you from a creator that you enjoy. I'm pumped. I am gonna actually start my. Well, I've been working on a project where I've been doing some commissions. I have some published page stuff, but mostly like some of the commissions that I'm gonna make my own actual kind of book out of it through whether it's a portfolio or something. But I think I'm gonna test it out with a portfolio and start kind of dividing up between the characters because I go for if. I have 4 main characters that I have people do, other than the fact if there's a creator. I'll get a creator-based character that I enjoy. Drew Zucker, for example, is doing a Canto for me. I love the Canto books. I love his art, so he's doing a Canto for me. But if I can get a person to do, it's either Gambit, Booster Gold, Casey Jones, or Boba Fett. Those are the 4. And if they've done any kind of Star Wars, it's Boba Fett. If they've done DC, it's, I try to match it up to what they do. And I'm going to actually start putting the book together, I think, down at Heroes, and I can't wait. I'm going to see what that kind of looks like in a portfolio and kind of go from there. And we'll see what happens with it.
No Flash in there?
That there is going to be a Terrificon piece that is in the works, but I can't even begin to think about Terrificon right now until... My wallet.
It seems so far away, but
it's not. It's literally 2 months.
Yeah.
It's less than 2 months, which is fucking nuts. Just crazy.
Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah.
Boston Chris made a good point. If anybody wants to ship anything, there's a UPS store in the convention center, and then there's also a FedEx at the Westin. I think it's like on the second floor. So if you want to take advantage of that, if you don't want to carry anything back. Mike, I know you're gonna grab like 1,000 short boxes. Like your stuff is gonna be so cheap. You're gonna want to shop, dude.
Yeah, they're all going in the back of Dave's car, so that's
that's right.
RAV4, baby.
Sonic mules over here.
Noah and I are gonna like sleep in the car Sunday night. We're gonna be on top of like short boxes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look super tall driving.
Strap Noah to the roof.
I hate to ask this question, but I'm literally I'm remembering things. I'm like making my packing list because I'm gonna forget. Like while they're fresh in my mind, you guys are saying stuff, and the whole cash thing. I was like ATMs. I'm like looking up ATMs in Charlotte for like my bank, which I should not be doing. Like, what am I doing? This is a terrible idea.
Just do it beforehand so you don't have to look it up. So you're like, oh, great, there's one a block away from me, but I didn't need to know that.
Right.
Up the block from the convention center, I want to say it's maybe like 3 blocks. There's like a business district with a whole bunch of storefronts and things like that. So like there's a Chase there. That's where I had to go to last year.
I'll say, would they not have one in the convention? I feel like they would.
So I want to say last year it ran out of money.
I think same thing happens at Terrificon. I think every like kind of bigger show I've gone to, it's don't count on that ATM having money, especially by Sunday morning, Saturday night. That thing is out.
Yeah. Some guy gets crazy, wants to buy an AF-15 or something like that. They go and take all the money in one withdrawal out of one of those things.
Taking 300 at a time, just sitting there for 3 hours,
Yeah, with the $200 fee.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, right here. It ran out. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me in the slightest. Like,
what's up, Digger Jim?
Yeah, I got my envelope of cash right there. My comic stash that will be down with me. I have the other one hero specifically. So if I go to an ATM, I am screwed. That is.
I do need to go to an ATM. Actually, I get paid on the Friday, so I have my cash I'm bringing with me, but to have extra funds, I will be going to an ATM.
That's fair. I'm okay because you're not me, so you can do whatever you want. Be happy with it.
Yeah. It's my own money to spend. My own reasons for being broke.
Yeah, there you go. Oh man,
gotta live up to the name.
I tell you what's a sobering thing is when you go to the bank here in Canada, and you get your Canadian money exchanged for U.S. money, and suddenly it's not as much money as you had before. That kind of hurts.
Wow. Yeah.
Do you get like the opposite effect though too? Because when you come back, if you still got like American cash on you, you're like,
If I bring money back, yeah, but I don't know. Last year I didn't bring a ton of money back, and to be honest, actually last year I think I came back and I had from Terrificon, and I think I had about 300 US or so, and I literally still have it just sitting in an envelope from last year, and I'm just bringing it to Heroes. Why exchange it and then exchange it again, right?
Yeah,
that's the way to do it, dude. Just I have the comic fund, all the money I have from selling comics or anything like that, it goes into an envelope, and that's all I try to touch. I cheated a little bit with Heroes and Terrificon this year. I was like, I'm gonna, I got a slight raise at my job, so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna put so much money away each week and do this, and it's like my vacation fund. And thank God I did it, because it's already gone. So it's now just my comic money, which is, thank God, I've been selling for a while, so it's like good, but it's going to be an expensive weekend in a good way, like the best way possible. And I can't wait. And that's not money counting food and stuff, because that just, that goes on the plastic.
Yeah.
Painful experiences.
Yeah.
No, so Dave, since you mentioned food, well, what I would suggest to people, especially if you're staying at the West End, or even if you're not staying at the West End, go to the West End for breakfast, because the majority of the artists are staying at that hotel. So last year we would have breakfast every morning. Chris Claremont, Jim Starling, Scotty Young, whoever is there, they're just going to sit down and have breakfast. Obviously, you don't want to mess with them that early in the morning, but it's just cool to be like, in the same place having like food. And
you never know what could happen.
I was going to say, these guys over here, eating with Walt Simonson.
Last year, these guys were in line at the breakfast place at Mohegan Sun, and Walt Simonson came in line behind them, and they just said, "Hey, you want to have breakfast?" Because his wife wasn't with him, so he ended up having breakfast with a small group of our buddies, and then the next morning he had breakfast with the whole gang on the last morning. It was awesome.
That's awesome, man. That breakfast place at Terrificon is amazing.
Oh,
with the giant pancakes.
Oh,
yeah, but irresponsibly big. Yeah.
There's no such thing when it comes to pancakes like that. Like, go big or go. I want the John Candy shovel. Like, I think I could be wrong. I think because I got the room, I think I got the breakfast included. So that's my favorite meal of the day. I barely ever eat it, but breakfast food's the best. So.
Another good breakfast spot at Mohegan is Hash House a Go-Go. Got some banging chicken and waffles there, and a ton of other stuff too. That's another good breakfast restaurant there.
Okay,
nice.
Yeah. All right, so food's good, guys. So every morning, Weston, I'll see you boys down there bright and early.
Yeah. All
right. I like that.
Especially Friday, because I got to get in line for Art Adams early, so I'll be there. I'll be there before the con opens up. So.
What day are you coming down, Ryan? Are you coming down Thursday? Okay.
Yeah. All Thursday afternoon.
And then I know DJ LINX, you said you're in the similar, you're also driving. You're a bit closer than me and Noah. So yeah, you'll be down there Wednesday night. Yeah.
Yeah. Wednesday afternoon. So I'm gonna try to
leave it early.
3 p.m. Yeah.
I'm jealous of you guys being there Thursday. Not only because I'd want to hang out, but because like a travel day. That first day when I get there, I'm flying. Drop stuff off the hotel, run across, we're having dinner later that night. Like, that's gonna be the longest day ever. You know what I mean? Like, there's gonna be no time to relax, and I know I'm gonna be exhausted on Saturday, which is the bigger day.
That's okay. You sleep in. I bet you the con doesn't open to at least 10 or so on Saturday, maybe 9. Even if you go to bed at 3, 4 in the morning, that's 5 hours of sleep.
I'll get my B footage on the first day. I'll walk around, I'll get my bearings, see how big it is, and then sleep on it and see what I come up with the next day. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be fantastic. But we're gonna be tired. Everyone's gonna be exhausted, aren't we? I'm already. This is me becoming an old man. I'm like already dreading Monday morning. I'm like, oh man.
I'm dreading my feet. That's the thing.
Comfy shoes are where it's at. I'm a little curious because DJ LINX, because you kind of said like everybody's out at the bar and stuff after. I don't know what it's like down in Charlotte, but like, is last call like 2 a.m. or is it later?
No, it might be earlier. I'm not 100% sure. It might be earlier.
All right, so
Might
it's
be like
not
1 a.m.
okay. That's actually perfect because in my head, I'm like, I have to be able to get more sleep than I do at Terrificon because Terrificon, I talked about this when we had Mitch on Friday, and it's no exaggeration. From Thursday till Sunday when I get home, at most, I have 6 to 7 hours for those like 4 days, like total. So I have to have more than that this
Mhm.
this upcoming weekend. So that's perfect. I'm good to go. All right, that's all I needed to hear. Makes me feel much better about my body shutting down on me.
Is there like a hot tub and stuff at the Westin? Like, is there like a place to relax? Because that might be just what the doctor ordered Saturday night.
I think there's a pool. I'm not 100% sure.
Are we all staying at the Westin? Is that you staying at the Westin, TJ LINX? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm staying
Okay.
at the Westin. Yeah.
All right.
Sweet.
Hell yeah. Can't wait now. Other than Wednesday, again, shout out to Buzz who said he would be joining, but I mean, at this point, I'm gonna say no. But I'm gonna put it up for him one more time. Booth, what did we say it was 1850 something?
51.
51. But yeah, Buzz Comics, right there. You walk in, go right, and then if you continue up that aisle there, right over there, 1766 for Comics Curing Cancer. Check out both booths. I mean, check them all out. Check out all these amazing booths, I'm sure. But I'll be there quite a bit. You stop by there. I'll also have some T-shirts and stickers and stuff free that
Nice.
if I don't have them in my backpack, I'll have them at that booth. But yeah, guys, I told you I want to keep you for an hour. It's been about an hour. I don't want to keep you too much longer. I mean, I'm excited. I think, we got 4 virgins and a pro here. So
Shit.
I'm just
don't Google that. Don't go. Don't.
Yeah, yeah. Especially 3 men in a basement, that and that. Don't
Right.
Bro, Rob confirms there's no pool at the Westin. Shout out.
Yeah,
to Rob.
that's fine.
Okay.
That's fine.
All
I'll just
right.
sleep. It'll be great. Magic.
Just crank that AC,
That's it.
You know, it's
Well,
it's
not
gonna
too
get hot
cold.
down there.
Last year, I roomed with Brandon Mon Comics last year at Terrificon, and Brandon evidently runs incredibly hot. So he had all these extra blankets, and he's like, "You gotta put the AC on." I said, "Sure." He put it as low as it could be, and I had like a sheet, and I shivered all night. I just shivered. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to do. I put pillows on me. I was awful. And the next day he woke up. He's like, "Man, I'm hot." I'm like, I had too many blankets on. It was like it was like Dumb and Dumber, the gloves,
Yeah. We take these extra gloves. My hands are getting
pretty much.
sweaty.
He's like, I put the comforters away, So I'm just hoping I don't freeze to death this year. That'll be a little victory for me. So.
Oh, that's funny. I looked at the weather. I mean, it's supposed to be
yes.
what, like 90-ish or so down there.
It's gonna be nice.
Yeah, it's gonna be hot and rainy.
That's southern heat. I don't mind the rain because it's raining literally every weekend for the past 4 years here up in Massachusetts. But the heat. I actually know it's good. I went out. I bought some new shorts, so I'm good to go. I'm excited. But yeah, guys, I can't wait. Go around the horn really quick. Just tell people we got coming up, other than this weekend, all that fun stuff. DJ LINX, tell them where they can find you at, man.
At Heroes Con booth 766.
That's
where I'll be. My mind is just strictly focused on Heroes Con and having a good time, man. It's gonna be a blast. But like Mike, like you said, the social aspect of it far outweighs the collecting aspect of it.
Hell yeah. Nice. Ryan?
Colossus Collector here on YouTube and Instagram, and look for that post Heroes Con content. It'll be coming.
We'll go Mike. We'll loop right around here.
Yeah. Lunch Money Comics, guys. Follow me on YouTube. I'm also on Instagram, Lunch Money Comics IG, and I somehow miraculously find a way to put a video out every single week. So looking to have some really good content coming out of Heroes Con.
Yeah, bless you. I don't know how you do, man. Bless you.
I don't know either.
And Noah, what about you, my friend?
Yes. Yeah, Broke Boy Comics at YouTube and Instagram. Hopefully, catching up on my YouTube videos. Unfortunately, I don't have the time. I don't know how Mike does it again, but just released a video a few days ago. Hopefully I actually hope to record one tomorrow before leaving, and then possibly work on it, in downtime. But
You mean the car ride when
possibly we'll see.
Yeah.
All right, back too. Honestly, we'll probably be
Yeah.
not. You will probably be very tired, but
There's a solid chance we're sleeping somewhere in Virginia on the way home. So
yeah, I
we'll do
honestly
it then.
expected it.
Yeah. Awesome, cool. And 3-Minute Basement, we're always putting out videos live. We're gearing up. I'm all heroes right now. We're as close as Terrific Cons are right around the corner. We'll be going full gear for that. Like I said, find me at the show walking around. I got t-shirts, stickers, our poker chips, fun stuff. I'm just gonna be giving away to everybody. And I can't wait. I joked around with the 1,200 people in the chat and stuff. But I've met very few of them, and I can't wait to, I know Friday night we're all hanging out and stuff, but just throughout the whole weekend, I can't wait to meet up so many people that I've talked to for years, along with a bunch of people I haven't seen in a while. Mom Fan 80, if you still listen, I'm talking to you, my friend. It's been great to see you. But yeah, I can't wait because that is the best part of, do we all enjoy collecting? Like, do we all want that book and stuff? Absolutely. But it is about the people that you meet during this collecting journey that makes it so much better, so much changes it from any other kind of hobby out there, and it makes it worth doing all this fun stuff. So I appreciate you guys coming on. Thank you to everybody in the chat, and hopefully we will see you this weekend down in Charlotte.
Definitely.
All right, good night, everybody.
Good night, Canada.